We've gotten a lot of people that have asked us, Savannah, and I'm sure many of our viewers have wondered the same thing. Why aren't the police making arrests? These people went into the Capitol. They violated a number of different federal laws. They damaged property. They trespassed. They disrupted. They did all kinds of things. Why aren't we seeing more arrests? Now, we don't have a definitive answer to the question of whether there was a strategy or a decision made by the Capitol Police or Metro Police, who were initially on the scene, simply not to do that because they felt they were outmanned. I suspect that's it, that they just felt that their main goal was to try to preserve whatever the safety of the members first. But I think the feeling that I've gotten from talking to other law enforcement people watching this is, yes, the people in the building were overwhelmed, weren't able to stop and start making arrests. They were severely outnumbered, and that, however, a lot of those people that were there are eventually going to be charged and may not realize this, but, you know, there's pictures like that, the one we're looking at right now. There are video cameras inside the building. There are all these pictures that law enforcement will be going over now and trying to identify these people and run them down and arrest them and charge them with a number of different offenses. So I think it looks odd to think that these people are simply being escorted off the grounds. And I've had law enforcement people say, I can't believe what I'm seeing, that they're not being arrested. But what we're told is charges ultimately will be filed on a lot of these people. Now, clearly, it would be a lot better if they could just arrest them on the spot. But I think the feeling was the law enforcement initially was simply outnumbered.
Well, that I think is the real point. What's really disturbing is that they weren't able to be stopped and thwarted. The chief of police in D.C. said that some of the protesters did use violence against police, but as we've observed as the afternoon has worn on, it is not exactly a surprise that this protest was going on, that there had been talk of this kind of activity, and so, you know, there will be a lot of questions in the coming days about why there wasn't a better response. That's for another day.